Hey guys, what's up? It's Mercedes Michelle. Hopefully you guys can hear me clearly. I am in the middle of washing clothes, but I wanted to come and talk to you guys about a huge topic that I get a lot actually, on Instagram, on YouTube, and I just wanted to come and share my personal tips and experience with you guys. So if you guys want to know my tips, tricks, or whatever the case may be, make sure you keep on watching this video. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. But let's get right into this video. So today's topic is going to be surviving college as a single mom. And I think this is a super good topic because it is something that I had to go through, and it was all trial and error. It was all learning experience. Like I said before, I believe I am a first generation college student, so I didn't get a lot of tips from family, not even friends really, because I was kind of just going through this by myself. I'm gonna just be real with y'all. You will not be able to depend on anyone, and I say that in a way where I don't want to offend people who have family and friends who are going to be there, because I had that too. But at the same time, those same people, they have a life. They have a life outside of you and your child. So yes, they'll do the best that they can, but when it's time for them to live their life, they're going to live it. And it's not going to be, oh, well, I can't because I have to watch Mercedes' child, or I can't because Mercedes has to go to class. It's not going to be that. They're going to let you know, maybe just a courtesy, hey, I'm not going to be able to watch your child today because I have this plan. And you cannot be upset. Like, people are going to tell you, you know, I'm going to be there for you, I'm going to rock with you the whole way. Yes, they're going to do what they can, but they're not going to be able to be there 24/7, 100%. It's just what it is. My thing would be to have multiple people you can turn to when you need a babysitter, like a brother, mom, grandma, aunt. Like, line them up because you're gonna need them. As far as classes go, I did online and I did on campus. On campus was a struggle. I had to work during the day, so I had to do night classes, and it was hard because I felt like I was away from my baby all day, even though I only took it 2 days out of the week. I think I went to class 2 days out of the week or 3 days out of the week, but it was still hard. It was still hard to go from work, drop Myliah, go to school, pick Myliah up, and do it all over again. Like, it was so hard. I felt like I was driving non-stop. Like, I felt like I was always driving because I had to drive from work to pick up Myliah from daycare, had to drive from daycare to take my mom to take Myliah to wherever she was going to be while I was in class. And it's just, it was so much. It was so much. It was so much. Like, I'm not even gonna sit here and tell y'all it was easy because I would be lying. But is it doable? Yes. It's not impossible. You just have to figure it out. And I think that's a thing with moms. We tend to be able to figure things out. So if you're worried about figuring some stuff out, don't be, because I'm pretty sure you're gonna get it. That's another thing I can tell you guys. Don't stress yourself, don't worry yourself, because at the end of the day, you as a mom, you're going to figure it out, and you're going to be either worrying yourself or stressing yourself out for nothing. Whether you have to miss class, whether you have to go to class, whether you have to find somebody else, you're going to figure it out. So the biggest thing I can tell you guys is don't stress about it, don't worry yourself, because you're just gonna you're just going to be doing it for nothing. Like, nothing. I'm not, like, I wasn't a big person who like stressed about stuff, who was like worried. Like, I was really nonchalant, but when I became a mom, I used to be like, what am I gonna do? I don't know what to do. Da, da, da. Like, and then I finally, like, you get over that after like two years. You get over that and you're just like, oh, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out. You're like real nonchalant about it because you know you're going to figure it out. So that's another thing. Don't stress about it. Have multiple dependable babysitters at all times. Another thing, I know you're tired. You're going to be tired. You're going to feel exhausted from work to school to being a mom. You're going to be exhausted. But on those days where you don't want to go to class because you're exhausted, think long and hard about those days, because you're adding days on top of the days you may miss class because you don't have a babysitter. And then you're going to be way behind than what you already are, because you're missing days on top of days that you have to miss, and then days that you're just a little too tired to go, so you're not going to go. Don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it, because it's just going to put you behind. You're going to be stressing about being behind. You're just adding extra stuff that you just don't. I know we get tired, we get exhausted, but as mothers, you just gotta keep on pushing, because it's all gonna pay off in the end. May not seem like it. It may not seem like it, but trust me, it will all pay off. So when you're feeling tired, getting off work, and like, oh, I'm not even gonna go to class, go. Because you're gonna need that day that you missed because you were tired when you don't have a babysitter. So, you know, those kids who don't have to go to class because they're just tired, they can do that because they don't have that extra responsibility that you as a mother have. I hope that makes sense to you guys. So yeah, go to class even when you're tired, because you're gonna need those days. Some other tips I could give is to stay focused on the end goal. Always remember why you're doing it, whether it be for your child, whether it be for yourself, whether it be because you want to be better. Always remember why you're doing it, because you're going to get discouraged. It's going to be times where you feel like giving up, and it's not going to be worth it. You're going to add this extra stress to your brain, and you can either fall into depression or you can figure your way out of it. But I just feel like moms, we go through so much, especially single mothers. Like, if I could tell you guys to keep all that extra stuff to a minimum, keep it to a minimum. Don't add extra pressure on yourself. Don't add extra stress on yourself. Don't do it to yourself, because we already go through enough crap. Like, worrying about your baby daddy, don't even think about it. Don't do that. Like, and you're probably like, how does this relate to college? Many single moms, we do it. We think about how good his life is, how good he living his life, while you over here trying to figure stuff out. Trust me, I know, I've been there. But honestly, don't even worry about it. Don't worry about that, because at the end of the day, you do what you got to do. You do right by yourself, by your child. What they do, they're gonna get whatever they got coming. If you believe in karma, they're gonna get that. You just don't worry about stuff like that. Like, don't add that extraness to what you got going on, because you already got enough going on. Like, I wish that I could talk to every single mom and be like, girl, I done did that. I done been through that. And I wish somebody would have told me this. Like I said, I'm a first generation college student, so I didn't have nobody telling me how hard it was. I didn't have nobody encouraging me to keep going, because they didn't understand. So yeah, you guys, keep the stress to a minimum. Keep it to a minimum. Do your work. Don't procrastinate. Don't procrastinate, because when your baby's sick or something and you didn't procrastinate, and now you got to take them to the hospital and you got an assignment due at 11:59 and it's 10 o'clock at night. That part out the way, kind of like how you just stay focused and stuff. But as far as like doing your work, doing assignments, completing assignments, writing papers, I was a criminal justice major, and our paper game was real. It was like a paper every week, every day, it felt like. And I would just say, you're gonna have to be up late. you're going to have to try to put your child to sleep. Keep them busy. If it's during the day, have them read a book while you're reading your book. Have them doing ABCs, 1, 2, 3s if they're old enough. Like Myliah, she was old enough in the end when I was like finishing up my degree, so I would always have her reading a book, looking at pictures, writing her letters, or counting her numbers, ABCs, whatever the case may be. Get them as many learning activity books as possible. Have them learning with you, because at the end of the day, I don't know about y'all, but most kids want to do what their mom is doing. They want to be up in the mix, so you can make them feel like they're doing your work with you, so it makes them think that they're really doing something and they're doing what you're doing. You know, they get in that copycat stage. And other than that, I can say, like, be prepared to have those long nights. When your friend's out on a weekend, you better finish that work before you think about going out. And I'm not saying to limit yourself, to not have fun, to not be able to enjoy time with your friends. No, because I was still able to do it. Did I do it a lot? No. But I was also finishing up them assignments before I thought about going out, because most of my assignments were either due on Sunday. One couple classes started having assignments due on Saturday, and I was like, y'all bugging. You're like, y'all really bugging. What else? College was, y'all, my college journey was a lot. It was a lot. But I made it out. I remembered why I started. I remembered why I finished. And if you stay focused, you can do anything. Your hardest job is being a mom, and if you can do that, you can do anything. And I'm not even saying that because I'm a mom. I just see it, live it every day, and I see what women do and how they go 100% for their kids and all that they put into being a mom. It's like there's no other job that could be harder than being a mom. I personally feel like because you're always trying to be the best you can be. You never want to fail at it. So I feel like the pressure is always on 10. So be consistent with whatever you do. Get on a schedule, get a planner, have people on call, have multiple people on call. Always let people know, like, you know, can you let me know ahead of time? I know you have a life. I'm not going to be upset if you can't watch my child this day. Just let me know ahead of time. And as long as you guys have that understanding, it's cool. Like, don't be out here getting upset at people and making yourself upset because they can't watch your child. It's not their child. It's not their responsibility. And as moms, we just have to figure it out. You don't have to stress about it. You don't have to blow up at them and be mad at them, because then that's one less babysitter you got, and you need everybody on your team. Like, period. You just, one person can't do it, call somebody else. And if all things fail, then you're gonna have to miss that day of class. And since you went on those days that you didn't want to go, it's not going to affect you that bad. It's not going to hurt you that bad. Get some notes from somebody, email your teacher, let them know. If they allow kids in the classroom, cool, even better. Like, these days, it's no excuses for us to fail. It's like, it's no excuses. You do what you got to do as a woman, as a mother, and you get it done. You don't make excuses. You don't cry. You don't pout. You don't hate life. Like, you just figure it out. I'm spitting, y'all. I'm always spitting. But I don't want to make this video too long. I know it was pretty cliche and probably stuff that you've already heard. But I'm just telling you guys what I did, how I survived. And honestly, keep your mindset positive. That's really all I can say. I'm such a positive, motivating person. I know that I want better, and in order to have better, you got to think better. So once you do that, you'll start to see things just fall into place. Like, you'll start to see, like, when you're not stressing, crying about how you're going to find a babysitter, one just pops up. And I cannot make this up. And it sounds like, oh, girl, bye. Like, for real. Just be positive. Stay motivated. get that degree. If you want it bad enough, you'll get it. And I hope that if anything, you guys, you got the motivation behind this video. If none of the tips help, you got some type of motivation behind this video, and that helps. And if you've heard these tips before, cool. Maybe it takes a million times for you to hear them just to get them through your head, because it takes me quite a while to get certain stuff through my head. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't want to make it too long. I don't want to sound repetitive or anything. If you're a single mom, you need help, you need advice, feel free to reach out to me. I am super available to helping anyone that I can help, however I can help. So don't be afraid to reach out to me, and go ahead, thumbs up this video so I know you guys would like to see more types of videos like this, and hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.